Hi there, I'm Malcolm Cesar, your host of the Super Affiliate Biz Leads Automation Summit. Today, I'm really excited about this session. I'm thrilled to introduce you to local business owner turned full-time affiliate marketer, Paul Motley. Paul has sold over $250,000 of products over the last 12 months. After winning the ClickFunnels Dream Car last June, he wanted to start teaching people the exact same methods he used to get started, and it is exactly what he is still doing today. In this session, Paul will be sharing how to build a Facebook profile funnel to make money selling affiliate products. Paul, it's great to have you on this session.
Malcolm, awesome. I am so pleased to be here. I've been looking forward to this one for a while now, so just to be part of this is super awesome. Yeah, can't wait to get started.
Awesome. So entrepreneurship is absolutely not the easiest path out there. In fact, many people actively avoid entrepreneurship because of the risk involved, the overwhelming amount of responsibility, the fact that there is no real work-life balance. And at the end of the day, every misstep or mistake falls on your shoulders. But those of us that have decided to try out our hand at entrepreneurship don't think about those things. That's probably why we're so gung-ho about it. We're so positive about entrepreneurship. So Paul, what ignited your entrepreneurial spirit?
For me personally, I think it's probably something going way back. I mean, I'm talking, without revealing my age now, it could be a good 20 years ago, I guess, when things started happening on the internet. It became more and more part of our lives. And I was sort of like started attracted to sort of influencers at the time as well, sort of like, like your Brian Tracy, all sorts of Jim Rohn, another one as well, lots of people like that. So that was a kind of like the spirit that I took in, and it was something within me that I just thought, do you know what, there's got to be more. There's something more out there for me. And you could do the 9 to 5. I mean, that was one thing that probably changed a lot for me, was because when I first started my own local business, working for myself like 24 years ago, it was kind of like the conformity had gone. So the hours were all over the place. You'd get free time during the day, and then you'd work late in the evening. You'd work weekends. You'd get people calling you at all hours, all days, doesn't matter what time in the week. And I think that was probably the major part to it, because it was a natural progression. Because being an entrepreneur, you set your own times. So when you want to work on your business is up to you. And yes, getting that work-life balance sometimes is really tough, but if you can try and confine yourselves to little pockets of time during the day and have some sort of concise list of what you want to get done the following day, then that makes life a lot easier, because then you can still feel like you've made that achievement for the day and not be sat there itching to get off the sofa, away from your partner, or out of bed before they are, or come to bed later than they go, and things like that. Because if you feel like you're achieving something every single day, you don't constantly have that want and need to go out there and just sit on the computer or just do whatever you need to do. So that was kind of like how it all started for me. It was just a basic point. I just didn't do the 9 to 5, and that afforded me time during the day when everyone else is at work to actually tap into these things and start moving forward with it.
Awesome. So let's talk Facebook. Every brand can sell on Facebook, especially with a combination of Facebook ads and organic posts. But the key to selling isn't just to put a ton of content out into the digital world. Instead, you need to have a Facebook sales funnel in place. So what exactly is a Facebook profile funnel, and why should affiliate marketers implement this in their strategy?
Well, a Facebook profile funnel is probably a name that has been coined around for a little while now. It's been something that I've doing for a long time. It's weird because you don't know how many people go to your Facebook profile, right? There is no way of knowing that right now. It may change by the time this video comes out or someone looks at it, but at the moment you don't know how many people come. And there's a reason, there's actually a variety of reasons why people will come to your Facebook. And if your Facebook is just purely based on, I guess, what Facebook was brought around for, it was kind of like, social interacting, and people would spy on old girlfriends and boyfriends. I'm not saying I did that. I'm just saying it's out there, right? So that's kind of like how Facebook has been used in the past. But as entrepreneurs, we're always looking to see the angles, looking to see where we can actually achieve something slightly different. So by actually having something on our profiles which will actively lead them into a proper sales funnel, it makes a lot of sense.
Right.
So what I did was, and this is going back a while now, I started looking into how to build Facebook groups, how to get people and into my funnels, how to get leads and lead magnets and all kinds of weird stuff, right? So there's all that there. But of course, if you're just posting and it's appearing in people's news feeds, then that's fine. Or if you're interacting inside of groups, again, that's fine too. But again, these people are going to go to your Facebook, and if all you've got is like a picture of a nice skyline or something like that on your header, this is all your real estate. This is kind of like traffic. Whenever we talk about traffic, this is traffic you own, because when people actually come to your profile, they are interested enough to check you out in the first place. So the natural progression from there is to then say, okay, this is why you came, this is what I've got, this is how you get it, okay? So it's combating, and it's kind of like going the whole, who, what, how type of thing. So who I am, what I've got, how they can get it. And that was kind of like how you set your profile up, is to be the front end of your sales funnel.
Awesome. And there's one thing that no business can thrive or operate profitably without, and that's a compelling offer. And it's the heart of any business success and the lifeblood that really keeps the business processes moving seamlessly forward. And, with that being said, whatever it is that you're offering, whether that's a product or a service or education, consultancy, you'll have a much better chance of success if you make that offer as compelling as possible. So Paul, how do you create a compelling offer for, products or services that are displayed, via a Facebook cover photo and or feature image, which leads to a call to action to click through to get into your funnel?
Well, there's always some way to optimize your Facebook profile. And if everybody checks out someone else's profile and then they go to a variety of different people's profile, if they're in this sort of industry, you're going to see a wide range. You're going to see people which, again, are just posting the family shot or the places they visited or some mad night out and stuff like that. A whole bunch of photos. They're not going to have the links in the right place. There is a multitude of ways that you can actually optimize. When it comes to the offer, we go back originally, again, you think about who do you want to actually get into your world and ultimately sell a product to or service, right? And then you think, right, okay, what do those people need? Can you find and provide a solution? And then it's how you sort of like get that solution across to people. So it's really all about what's in it for them. And that is how you actually get the click. So if they see something on your Facebook profile that they think, okay, that's going to elevate me in status, and go, right, okay, I'm here right now, but I could sort of like, I did put it here. If I was here right now, but I could get up to here by using this product, then that's good for me, okay? And it's this difference here. The bigger the difference, the more you can charge. And that's kind of like how it works out. And of course, as we know with sales funnel, you make it really easy. You say, okay, right, we can go from here to here, but the price is only here. That becomes a no-brainer. And of course, then by using the sales funnel, you can then upsell them and use your value ladder to get them into higher ticket programs. That's fine. But initially, it is all about them and how and what they can get out of just by clicking that button, clicking that link, going through the sales funnel.
Great. So Facebook ads, they offer a limitless number of affordable options to grow your business. And there lies the dilemma. Converting more people from Facebook commonly requires multiple ad creatives, emphasizing unique value propositions. With so many possibilities, it's easy to mess up. So how do you set up a Facebook sales funnel that will help you avoid flushing your Facebook ad budget down the drain?
Well, first off, if you're using Facebook ads, then generally you're taking them off the platform. I know some people actually run Facebook ads to send them into their Facebook group, and of course then you're transferring what you're doing on your profile into your group itself. So it may be there could be some sort of guide or free tool or something like that, that they can only get from you. So it's either a product that you've developed or a product that you've got white sale, sort of like you've basically whitelisted it, so you can have resale rights or giveaway rights or whatever it is, and then have that as the lead magnet to get it into your group. Yes, you can run ads by doing that, but again, it's more about with Facebook ads. You've got to be super careful on any sort of like claims. You can't be seen to be offering income claims. You can't seem to be offering any kind of job or employment opportunities. The best way to do it would be to give an example of your own results. Okay, so rather than click this button now and grow your Facebook, organically, it would be, this is how I grew my Facebook organically. Okay, there's two completely different aspects of that. So you have to be super careful. And believe me, Facebook will soon tell you if it's wrong. Yeah, they will soon tell you if they don't like the landing page, they don't like the ad copy, and they will soon say, no, that's rejected. And it keeps going rejected. Guess what? You're going to get suspended or your account banned. So if anyone is out there looking to start getting into any sort of make money online type of deals, then my advice would be to make sure you have multiple ad accounts, because the ad accounts can disappear and then you've still got backups. Ultimately, if they shut your business manager down, then you're kind of screwed. But I would always make sure as well that you've got someone available to be also accessing your, whether it be your profile, so that you can set up within your settings people to get your account back. Or it sounds really negative, doesn't it? Like this is the worst thing that could happen to you. But this is just like, this is just to, like give people a heads up saying, look, don't break the rules. Follow what Facebook guidelines tell you to do and not do, and you should be fine.
Yeah, so you mentioned Facebook groups, and in particular Facebook groups, they're a great way to make sure that your community is engaged. And, how can we leverage Facebook groups to really sell affiliate products and get free traffic?
Again, it goes back to the same deal. I mean, a Facebook group is great because it is a community that you can bring like-minded people in, whether that be, and again, there's millions of Facebook groups now, and people will always say, why should I join your group? Yeah, there's nothing worse than getting a new friend request and then them suddenly inviting you to like their page or inviting you into their group without your permission, okay? That's kind of like a bit creepy. You don't want that. What you prefer is someone to stick something out on their Facebook and say, you can get this via my group, or this is what my group's all about. If you want to join, then you can. And if you do, then you can get this, that, and the other, okay? So again, you're attracting the right people. So that goes back to the who again, doesn't it? So if you can get the who right and you can get them into your community, into your group, then you can start progressing from that. And it's always the same. You don't start off with selling and trying to pitch. You've got to actually interact, give them what they came for in the first place, which in most cases is some form of information or some way that they can improve themselves at no cost, okay? We are terrible freebie seekers, right? And we can go and collect that stuff all night and day, right? But in my experience, the best products and services out there are paid. So you can always then go ahead and get to that later. But for a short tip, if you want to go down this route, then obviously you want to start finding out if you've got the right who, yeah? So you've got a nice audience in your Facebook group of the right people that you want to serve, you want to help, then you're going to start trying to find out what their problems are. So you're going to start putting questions in there. So if we're talking about affiliate marketing, I know people have done this to death, but believe me, it works. You can start putting questions into your Facebook group or put polls in there and say, okay, right, well, I'm going to teach this on Friday. What's the one question you'd like me to answer? Or what's your biggest problem right now with this? And then you go 2 levels deep. So someone says, what's the biggest problem with affiliate marketing right now? Someone answers, getting traffic. And then you would then reply and ask them even more and say, what sort of problems are you having getting traffic? And then they'll go into more detail, right? It's exactly the same in the sales process. When you're making a sale through anything, if people have got some sort of objection, then you've got to, quite often it's a knee-jerk reaction. It's very easy to answer a comment and just give a 1 or 2 word answer. But if you go deeper on it, then you're going to find out exactly what that problem is. And guess what? If you can develop something or provide something which offers them a solution to those problems, then they are more likely to buy.
Great. So you're basically saying that Facebook is the landing page or the beginning stage of a customer journey. It's not, the ending. It's not, okay, this is where I'm going to get the money at. It's the beginning stages. And from that point, you can lead people on to the latter stages of the customer journey and then, fortunately turn them into customers. And that goes into my next question, which is retargeting. So how do you retarget your leads who opted into your funnel through Facebook? They may not have, gone all the way and purchased something from you, but they got a certain way in your marketing funnel. How do you retarget those leads?
Do you want me to go into detail of how actually to do it via Facebook ads? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, that's fine. Facebook ads.
Okay, cool. Right. So a lot of people have heard about what the Facebook pixel is. Okay. So I'm not going to go through exactly how to set a Facebook pixel up because there are millions of videos out there and Facebook do a really good job on how to actually set that up. But you want to install a Facebook pixel, your own Facebook pixel, right, onto your first landing page, which is the first thing that people go from Facebook to your site, whether it be your blog, whether it be to a landing page, whether it be to a sales page or anything in between, okay? Anything that you've got physical control on. Obviously, you can't pixel YouTube stuff, right? So once you've actually got that pixel on there, now, if you go through the Facebook pixel stuff, it will say, okay, right, well, on this page, that means they just landed on it. If they go ahead and opt in to this page, it means that they're a lead and there's a separate code to put in here. And this page means they're purchasers. So you can separate it all out. The best and easiest way and the cheapest way to retarget though is just to concentrate on the first part. Everybody that lands on that page, okay? Because yes, you're going to get some people that are going to see a retargeting ad that have actually purchased. But believe you and me, after speaking to several people, that's actually pretty good because you can get social proof because the people which have purchased will see the ad. And if they like what you purchased, guess what? There's a good chance they're going to like it, drop a comment on there and saying, yeah, I got this. I enjoyed it. This is fantastic. This is what it did for me. Okay, so other people say, oh, dude, you retargeted me. I already bought. And, you just think, well, there's going to be more positives than negatives because if your product is good enough, you're going to attract those things. And it's a great way to gather social proof and testimonials without even asking for it too. So what I would do is, and you don't have to spend a fortune here, it could be $1 or $2 a day. Just have an ad running out to everyone that lands onto the landing page. Okay. And that is kind of like how the simplest way to retarget people and send them back to your page and funnel.
Okay, great. So your strategy is to retarget the people in the beginning stages more so than, the latter stages. Is that correct?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's the easiest way to do it, and it's involves less tech and less setting up. I mean, obviously, again, there are advanced strategies where you can actually just target people which have not purchased as opposed to people that have purchased. And if people have purchased, they didn't get the upsell, then you can set it up to focus just on those people. But if we're still talking about small numbers, then it's a lot easier just to run an ad out there to retarget everyone that lands onto your first landing page. And of course, like I said, if you want to go over the top and technical side of it, then there are other trainings available to do that.
Right. Great. So let's talk about taglines and slogans. Taglines may seem like just a few words next to a logo, but they can really help define and differentiate your core brand message in seconds. A slogan can be the difference between grabbing a visitor's attention or losing them to some other competitor. So what slogans are best to invite people to go down your Facebook profile funnel?
I would say, again, I'm not a copywriter by any shape or form, right? So I would look to some of the people that I look to, the likes of Jim Edwards and things like that. And
got a
the best ones,
slogan wizard or like title
the
wizard.
best ones are probably going to be what will help people move from A to B. So how to get this without doing that. Okay, so how to get benefit without pain. So that would be in this case, it might be if you're looking at organic traffic, how to get unlimited visitors to your site without paying a single cent in ads. That could be one way of looking at it.
Okay, great, great. So now we have the slogan. Also, for the Facebook profile funnel, we have to have compelling images, and those images create a connection between you and your audience and help you build that relationship. They encourage discussion and shares. And a site called Social Media Examiner, they asked marketers what type of content they wanted to learn more about this year, and the top answer was creating visual assets. And you need to be able to create stylish, professional looking results. Fortunately, there's no shortage of companies that have stepped up to the challenge, offering a wide range of visual tools at your fingertips, and many of them are free or low cost. So what tools do you utilize to create these compelling visual images for your Facebook profile funnel that can really draw potential leads in to go down your funnel?
Well, I kind of switch between, like I say, you've got your free types there. I mean, Canva's a good one for a start. It does have some templates there. Another one is Photoshop, which is obviously paid, but I mean, the plan I've got is like $10 a month, so it's not too bad. Or you can go onto Fiverr or Upwork and places like that to get people which actually do it for a living, check out their portfolio, and then go and employ them to actually do it. And again, it is kind of cheap to do that way. If people want to DIY it, then obviously Canva's the one to go for. It's what a lot of people do, and you can get decent success from it.
Okay, awesome. And as we've been discussing, the sales funnel might be the most notorious, fundamental, straightforward model detailing the process by which prospects become customers. And the old school sales funnel is typically divided in 3 stages: awareness, consideration, and decision. And the funnel gets narrower with each transition to a new stage, and not every prospect makes it from awareness to consideration. And the same also goes from the shift from consideration to decision, and decision to ultimately making a purchase. The term sales funnel software generally refers to platforms and resources that facilitate that process. So what tools, marketing funnel software do you use to build these funnels? Do you have any special templates that you utilize?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I started out using Lead Pages, which was a great sort of like a basic, like A/B type of thing. I've also used Samcart in the past. Another great tool if you're just looking to take payments. They have a fantastic set of templates that you can plug into. The actual sales pages look amazing. But generally speaking, now I'll just use ClickFunnels because I've been using it for like 3.5 years.
Okay.
I've done reasonably well from their affiliate program. So it is kind of like, I would rather be selling something that I actively use myself. So that kind of makes more sense to me. But templates wise, I mean, there is a whole bunch of templates. The cool thing about ClickFunnels, for example, is if you've done something really cool and you think that's going to work for somebody else, you can just copy a URL of the actual funnel itself and just share it onto somebody else. So they can actually go, okay, right, well, this is how I would do it instead, change it around a little bit without having to start from scratch each time. So templates are amazing. The fact that you can share your own funnels as well is super cool.
Great. And, also free traffic. It's important that we get free traffic to our funnels, to our Facebook profile funnel. We talked about Facebook ads, which is paid. Getting free traffic is also very underutilized, but it's very, very important. So, what strategies do you utilize to get free traffic to your Facebook profile?
Personally, it's all about, you need to learn about the Facebook algorithm in the first place. So you need to make sure that if you want organic traffic through Facebook, then you need to play the Facebook game. You need to use the platform for what it's designed to do in order to get more people that are going to be interested in what you've got to come and see your profile. So that might be from cutting out the dead wood, if you like. So be removing people which are not on your Facebook list, that are not going to identify, not going to engage with you, but adding people which are more in the space, are looking for those solutions, are looking for what you've got, and then adding them as friends and interacting that way. And then of course you've still got your own posts, you've still got the posts and the comments that you might put into other groups or even onto other Facebook friends newsfeed posts as well. So there's kind of like the general way of actually making sure that you are getting the most out of Facebook organically.
And how often should you be engaging with your audience? If you have a Facebook group or you have any kind of audience, is it every day? Is it once a week? I know some people, they'll do it, once a week or every day, and maybe they'll start off by doing every day and they'll just give up. So, how often should we be engaging with our audience?
If we're talking about a Facebook group, then it's kind of individual because it depends on the content that you're putting out there and what people are expecting. You could kind of like treat your Facebook group almost like a YouTube channel and be consistent with it and say, I don't know, maybe that you're going to post some content on a certain day at a certain time. That means that people are not constantly getting notifications on their phone from various hundred other groups. They're going to notice and they're going to realize, oh, okay, right, yeah, it's Monday, it's 7:30. This is when Paul's next video is coming out, and he's going to stick it up into the group. So you could actually be consistent in that way, but also answering people's questions. I would spend 15 to 20 minutes every day. If people have got questions inside of your group, being interactive with them will keep the engagement rates of your actual group higher, which will in turn then show the actual feed for the group onto the people's feed, onto their personal profile feeds, so that they'll see the updates as it goes. There are ways to make sure that people see it, but quite often not a lot of people actually go ahead and click the right settings inside of a group. Let's say I came into your Facebook group, I would just join it and that would be enough. But if you said to me, right, what I'm going to need you to do is make sure you don't miss anything. I need you to go to where it says notifications and click all rather than just average sort of like hits on it. Make sure you clicked all, and that way every time something is posted in there, I'm going to get notified.
Great, Paul. So as we start to wrap up this session here, I would love for you to give something of value to leave with our audience. You have any parting advice for our audience or something actionable to get started with?
Yeah, just go back to your profile, take an honest good look at it and think, is this attractive for my ideal customer? If it's not, then think, what can I do to make it more attractive? Is there something that I can get my hands on, or I've already got, or that I know that I can teach to give away to people, or even if it's a small item where you can actually charge a fee for, so that they will then come into my world? So that's what I'd first concentrate on, because there are so many people out there every single day checking out your personal profiles. I mean, I must get, just from my own stats, I know that I'm getting average of 7, 8, 9, sometimes 10 clicks. I'm not talking about people coming to my profile. I'm talking about people that are actually coming to my profile and then going ahead and clicking on one of the links that I've got. So even if my personal profile had a click-through rate of maybe 10%, that could mean I'm getting like 80 to 90 people looking at my Facebook profile every single day. Now that can multiply out, obviously. So just think about how you can actually go ahead, optimize, and give people what they want when they come to see it.
Awesome. And why don't you let everyone know where they can get in touch with you and where you're hanging out at, excuse me.
Dead easy. Just go to facebook.com/Paul Motley. It's very easy to see, very easy to find. 2 T's in Motley, just in case anyone didn't know out there. But yeah, that's the easiest way to get in touch with me there if anyone needs anything.
Awesome. And we will link to all this on the Summit page below the session so you guys can get access to Paul. Paul, thanks so much. It's been great.
Awesome, man. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I want to thank all of you guys for tuning into the Super Affiliate Biz Leads Automation Summit, for stepping up your game to become super affiliates and make an impact in the world, which is the purpose of this summit. I'm your host, Malcolm Cesar. Be sure to grab your all access pass before the opportunity expires, and I'll see you guys in the next session.